Hey guys, Lisa Salvatore here with the weekly intuitive astrology and energy report for April 10th through April 17th. First, don't mind my very casual weekend vibe going on here. I actually forgot to record the weekly, or I forgot that I was supposed to record the weekly, I should say. And so I'm like, oh no, I feel a little too free. What's going on? And then I realized I forgot to record it. So anyway, here I am recording the weekly for April 10th through April 17th. Now, the theme for the week ahead is count your blessings and they shall multiply. I do feel like there's a lot of good here available to us this week, a lot of positive energy and positive vibes. We do, of course, have to kind of try to keep ourselves in that vibration. There is a lot going on as always. It's never always smooth sailing, but for all intents and purposes, it does feel a little bit nicer, a little bit lighter than it's felt the past couple of weeks, at least from my opinion, from my perspective. So, starting this week off, today, Sunday, April 10th, Mercury is in the very last degrees of Aries, about to shift into the sign of Taurus tonight. Around 10 p.m., Mercury is going to officially leave Aries and move into Taurus, but not before Mercury gets one last jab in at Pluto, or in with Pluto, I should say. Powerful Pluto in Capricorn, and Mercury and Aries are going to square off one more time before Mercury then shifts into Taurus. So if you are feeling a little combative, a little extra edgy, a little irritated, especially when it comes to your words and your communications with others, this could be why, so just watch out for that. Now, Mercury moving into Taurus is going to bode well for all of us because Mercury does okay in Taurus because Mercury in Taurus is more methodical. It's more systematic. It doesn't just, it thinks things through really strongly, really long and hard, which can sometimes be a very annoying trait of Taurus, to be honest, because they can tend to think things through so much before they act. Whereas with Aries, it's more impulsive. So this could go either way, but for all intents and purposes, the Mercury in Taurus serves to slow us down a little bit, and I think that can help us out. Now, Monday, we start the week off on the 11th with a little bit more of an annoying kind of a vibe. Not annoying, but a little bit limiting. Like we might really become very aware of something, someone, a situation that could have potential to be blocking us or delaying us, resulting in some sort of a frustration. But think about it as not cosmic rejection, but cosmic redirection, okay? Saturn, the planet of delays and blockages and restrictions, but also hard work and rewards, okay? Saturn is going to be in a square aspect to the nodal axis. So the north node's in Taurus and the south node's in Scorpio. And Saturn at 22 degrees is going to square this nodal axis early on Monday. And so that could definitely feel like some sort of blockage presents itself to us, or we have to reroute energy, reroute a situation, but it's all good because it's going to put you back on track to your destiny, which is what the nodal axis represents. Now, this might not be anything for you personally. This could present itself to us collectively. I don't know. It could present itself as nothing. Again, it's just the energy that we are under. It may be felt very subtly, if at all, but forewarned is forearmed, like I always say, right? Now, the moon is in Leo on Monday. So normally Mondays can start off a little tired. Monday's actually the day of the moon, Monday, moon day. And but the moon's in Leo, so it could give us a little extra juice when the moon's in a fire sign. We get more, hopped up, more fiery, more feisty, more courageous, and more bold. Now, that moon in Leo is going to oppose Saturn in Aquarius, further highlighting this emphasis of the square to the nodal axis, because Leo also squares both Taurus and Scorpio. So not only is Saturn squaring the nodal axis, but the moon, it's not exact or anything like that, but the moon's still kind of in the periphery of that energy. So we're going to feel that. Now also the moon is opposing Uranus, is actually squaring Uranus, not opposing. The moon in Leo is squaring Uranus in Taurus, and it's opposing Saturn in Aquarius. So anyway, Monday, for all intents and purposes, could feel like, boom, we hit the wall. Again, just know if that happens, it's the energy. This too shall pass. Look at how you can do things constructively instead of pushing forward full steam ahead and coming up against even more blockages. And also watch the potential to get very angry about it because Monday's a little bit of a hotter energy, okay? Now, Tuesday the 12th. Okay, The biggest thing that's going on this week, actually, and Tuesday the 12th, is the conjunction of Jupiter and Neptune in Pisces, okay? So Jupiter in Pisces is going to meet up in an exact alignment with Neptune in Pisces, and this is a big deal because both Jupiter and Neptune prefer to be in the sign of Pisces. They're magic, they're beauty, it's mystical, it's a creative, spiritual energy. It can be really, really nice for our projects and our work and also for our well-being. And there's something very compassionate to this energy and very empathetic. And it's all about having faith, okay? And trying to stay in the vibration of love versus the vibration of fear, which is not always easy to do, but this could make it feel easier. It could make it feel a little bit nicer. To go deeper into that Jupiter and Neptune conjunction and the magic of it and what it means for you by your sign, I've done a separate video on that, which you can find on my YouTube, Lisa Salvatore. But overall, that's a really nice energy to have with us this week. Now, early in the morning of the 12th, prior to the Jupiter and Neptune conjunction, the moon is going to oppose Mars. So that moon in Leo is going to come up against feisty Mars by opposition. And then Jupiter is going to conjunct Neptune, which can feel really nice and sweet. And then the moon will shift into Virgo, which will line up nicely with Mercury in Taurus. So that's super supportive. And we end the day with the sun in a sextile aspect to Saturn, which is really nice and can bring in a lot of discipline. So this day can actually start off maybe a little feisty because of that Moon-Mars opposition, but positively it can give us a push towards what it is that we want to go after. And then we've got that Jupiter and Neptune conjunction, and the rest of the day kind of flows. And this could feel like a very emotionally thoughtful day. We could be picking up on things that we haven't thought about in a while and looking at them differently and looking to do things more constructively and, plotting our course in a much more compassionate, sensitive manner with other people's feelings in mind. Again, I just feel like we're going to be feeling much more open and aware as we move throughout this week. And then on the 13th, the moon will come up against Venus by an opposition. And then that moon in Virgo will trine Uranus. And so again, our relationships are definitely getting some sort of a pick-me-up. We are recognizing our own part in specific dynamics, and we're more inclined to fix things and make them work better for us than we are to just lay down, sing the same old song time and time again in relation to our relationships. And then we get to Thursday the 14th, and the energy absolutely picks up some momentum. Our spidey senses are increasing, our intuition is getting heightened, our awareness is much more heightened. We're still under that Jupiter-Neptune conjunction in the sign of Pisces, and the moon early this morning on Thursday is going to oppose that Neptune-Jupiter conjunction in Pisces, and then from there that moon's going to trine Pluto, and then the moon will shift into Libra, and then we will have Mars, the planet of action and initiative, moving into Pisces. So Mars is now joining the Pisces party as of Thursday the 14th, which now means we've got Venus, we've got Mars, we've got Jupiter and Neptune all in the sign of Pisces. So there's a lot of spiritual, compassionate, psychically receptive, spongy energy taking place. And we're building up towards a full moon in Libra on the 16th. And so where are we going to feel the most sensitized when it comes to connecting with others, our relationships, okay? So be mindful that we're all sponging off of each other extra hard right now. Sounds kind of dirty, but you know what I mean. We're all extra receptive, extra perceptive. Our spidey senses are kicked in. We're picking up on everything. So you really want to tap in, tune in, check in with your body and ask yourself, am I feeling this? Is this me? Or am I feeling my husband, my brother, my kid, whatever? Or, am I feeling the collective? Really check in with every emotion to see what's yours and what might be coming at you from the outside, okay? And you usually will know, because when we get hit with sudden anxiety and we're feeling, pretty much fine up until that point, at least for me, this is how it works. I know when I get hit with anxiety, it's usually not coming from me. I'm usually picking it up from the collective energy, or maybe a client or someone in my family or whatever. But a lot of the times it's not mine. And so I think that that's the case for many of us, okay? So again, we're all that much more psychically receptive and sensitive right now this whole week, particularly though as we get to the 14th and increase towards the end of this week. So pay extra close attention to that. Make sure you're drinking all your water, because we do tend to bloat when we build up towards a full moon. And as counterintuitive as that is, we know when we drink more water, it actually helps detoxify and debloat everything. And then on the 15th, we actually have a kind of quiet day in the heavens. There's not really anything shifting. None of the planets are really moving around too much on the 15th. There aren't any changing aspects on the 15th. And then we get to Saturday the 16th. And actually, I think I said before that the full moon was Friday the 16th. My bad. Saturday is the 16th. So we have our full moon on Saturday the 16th. And this full moon takes place in the sign of Libra. And this full moon happens at 2:55 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And again, I've done a full-on reading for the full moon in Libra, which you can find on my YouTube channel. And if you're getting this report via my newsletter, it will be linked there as well. But the full moon in Libra is definitely pulling focus onto balance, mind, body, and spirit. Also our relationships and the balance within our relationships. And because this full moon is in a square aspect to Pluto, there's something here about the power dynamics in our relationships, in the way that we connect, not only with others, but with self. And there's going to be some digging and some probing that we're going to be doing emotionally with this week. And I feel that can be very good. It could be very healing. It could be very cathartic. It can feel emotional at times, of course, but can be also very cleansing. Full moons are cleansing. They are all about release. So really look into what needs to be let go of, what baggage you need to let go of, or that you could afford to let go of to help you move forward on your journey with peace and love in your heart. Now, this full moon is kind of intense, right? We're weighing it all out. Libra is the sign of balance. It's represented by the scales of karma and justice, the scales of balance. And so we are weighing it all out. It's intense, it's deep. We're weighing out all sides to see what's working for us and to see what's not working for us. There's definitely a very intense energy about what's working for me and what's not, and feeling more driven than ever. Maybe it's the Pluto factor. Pluto's driving us forward forcefully to say, you know, as he's at his last degrees, Pluto's kind of drilling into us like, okay, you know, what are you going to do about this? You know what's going on here. You're going to stay in the same situation, or you're going to take a chance, make a change, you know, in whatever capacity that takes form for you. And again, it can feel very deep, but that's the point. It's also supposed to feel very cleansing and more than likely will. And then the moon's going to enter deep Scorpio, the deep waters of Scorpio later on in the early evening on the 16th, which further intensifies the depth of emotion that we can all be experiencing and the depth of the intuitive awareness that we can all be experiencing under this energy. And then we get to Sunday the 17th. Put something fun on your schedule for Sunday the 17th. Do yourself a favor, because Sunday can definitely feel like a more lighthearted day, and you know, we may still have that full moon hangover, so we may be feeling kind of lazy but want to do something chill. You know, the moon is in Scorpio, Mercury's in Taurus, they're opposing each other. The moon is trining Venus in Pisces, which is really nice. It's also opposing Uranus, and Mercury is in a sextile aspect to Venus and Pisces. So again, this is a really nice day for getting together with a loved one, a friend, whomever, and just having some sweet, nice, calm, chill, normal conversation. Or if you want to veg out on your hammock with your book and a cup of tea or whatever, it's probably a good day for that. So maybe go out and have some fun, but also make plans to be a little lazy. So even if you have some lazy fun, enjoy yourself. Allow yourself to enjoy yourself on Sunday the 17th, especially. Because this week, there's a lot going on with the energy, with the astrology. We are going to feel it. There's a full moon, which always serves to heighten everything and intensify things. But I can guarantee by the time you get to the end of next week, you will at least have had one revelation about yourself, about the way that you connect, about the way that you're doing life right now, about the way you're doing your relationships, and what is and is not working for you, weighing it all out. So take really good care of yourselves, and I will be back with next week's report. Bye, guys.